Buenos nachos, damas y caballeros, ¿cómo estás? So today I'm out exploring the countryside of Guadalupe in Santander, Colombia. And I have a lead from a friend who lives here on a couple of waterfalls. And I've been wanting to check out this, we'll call it a canyon over here. Since I got here, it just looks so nice. And so I don't know how far that I'm going to be able to get. I don't know if I'm still heading in the right direction that he told me. He drew a really basic map. It's one of those turn right at the second palm tree. Then you'll go by an old farmhouse and on and on. So I have seen some signs that I'm on the right path still. So I'll just hope for the best. But either way, I'm heading right towards the canyon, so I can't really get lost. All I have to do is go back over these hills, crossing over a few little babbling brooks, which the word down here would be quebradas. So it should be an interesting day. Hopefully, if you're watching this, it means that I found something at least interesting to show you. So let's continue on. I have found a waterfall, but this is definitely not the waterfall that I'm looking for. The waterfall that I'm looking for is way down there. And that looks kind of steep. So I'll just keep looking. I'm gonna have to go that way now. Hopefully I can at least get a view of the what might be a fairly significant drop to this next level of the waterfall. But it's kind of neat that there's las gachas, the potholes in the river here. If nothing else, I might walk up the creek and see if I can find some cool spots. Well, I'm pretty sure that this is not the right way because the cliffs are just still super steep. There's a beautiful bluff or plateau, whatever you call it, over that way. I was trying to get a view of that, if nothing else. I've crossed another little creek, but it has to be that way because he didn't say anything about going down a steep canyon. He said there was an actual trail and it's not trespassing on people's private property or anything either. So I guess I'm gonna have to make my way back and go that way this time. There's the bluffs that I'm talking about. I'll hold the camera still and I'll zoom in for a bit so you can see them a little better. And some more really beautiful bluffs over there, but obviously there isn't going to be any getting down in that area. And this is still, it's like I'm just continuing to go uphill, and it looks like it's just as far a drop. Be interesting if I could get to the edge of those bluffs though. That might be at least something interesting to check out, but I don't see how there's going to be a route in this area down to the river. But I will continue on, hopefully, and get to those bluffs. So now it has opened up into a nice, easy to walk through field. And can't help but to wonder if you can kind of see lines across, if one of those is the actual route. But it's definitely more promising looking to get down way over there, perhaps. because as you can see, that's a long way down here. Looks like it's quite beautiful down there though. Looks like my presence has made the cows want to move in a different direction. Oh, there he goes. That's always lovely. Can I see anything from over here? Well, there's all those beautiful bluffs over there. Looks like a nice house down there. But let's continue on. Aha! Methinks me sees the waterfall. So, looks like I'm going in the right direction. Looks like there's a couple drops to it. Alright, now I've got something to motivate me. Let's keep going. Looks like it'd be kind of interesting to explore down there too. But I don't think I'll have enough time today. Alright, now I'm feeling much more confident. Because I think that I just found the old style trail that he was telling me about. And it looks like it's going right down to the waterfall, so this is good. Persistence pays off sometimes. Look at the beautiful color of these leaves in contrast with the greens down here. I presume they must have been planted. Interesting. You can see some plantain down there. Looks very interesting. Contoured rock down there. Oh, here we go. We're running into some kind of a crop. But there's another waterfall right straight over that way too, so there's more than just one here, as I was told. Giving you a first glance as I'm seeing it. You can tell there's a waterfall just around the corner. I don't know how big, but so I guess that I'm going to have to cross somehow. So that means there's a bunch of waterfalls, because this is way lower than what those other waterfalls were. So this could warrant coming back for another day. Anyhow, it doesn't look too deep here, so I'm going to try and cross over here after I put my little water shoes on. Showing you everything as I'm seeing it first. Just beautiful. Looks like another little waterfall down here. Have to be careful. Some slippery spots as usual. But I think there's going to be a lot of exploring to be done here. Yeah, here's another waterfall. Beautiful rock formations. Nobody else around. So I think I'm gonna find my way down to here somewhere. Take a shot of this waterfall. Looks like some more beautiful rocks over there. And I kind of think probably already about 3 o'clock, if not 3:30. Yeah, somewhere around there. So I don't think I'm going to have time to go to the upper waterfall. So I'll just explore this area. Probably find the easier way back now that I finally found the trail that's obviously the right one. And it looks like I'll be back tomorrow. Fine with me. So those spots where I'm almost expecting to run into some ancient ruins or something. Bit of a maze getting through the rocks. And then there's another waterfall. I think it was the one I could barely see before. Looks like that's another creek straight over here. Here you can maybe barely see it right in the center towards the top. Looks like another decent waterfall. So yeah, I could probably explore here for a full day, but I only have a couple hours before I head back. But where's, ouch, Worst case scenario is I do have my light with me, so means that does get a little bit darkish. I can find my way back, no problem. Could be a bit of a challenge to get a good shot of this waterfall with all these massive boulders, but I think I'm gonna have to go a little bit more forward. What's around the corner is always the next question. I decided to just explore for a little bit because the sun's a little bit too bright for good photos, but wow, this is literally like paradise. And it looks like the two rivers are going to maybe conjoin just a little bit further up. So I'm going to try and get a glimpse of the other river if I can over here. Wow, just amazing. I'm betting anything there's got to be even other waterfalls down here. Look how overgrown these, I presume, trees are. They're just overgrown like crazy by some kind of, I don't know if it's an ivy or what, but yeah, you can hear what sounds like another waterfall just behind all this crazy overgrowth. So many places to shoot, I don't know where to go. But I don't even care right at the moment, quite frankly. I'm just soaking in all this absolute magnificent beauty here in Guadalupe, Colombia. Amazing. Yet another small waterfall. Again, hard to get shots with all these massive boulders, but I'll find some shot somewhere along the line. Right about now I could go for a nice swim. I might head down to that little, it's like a little pool down there. I think that will take a little bit. Because it's rather warm and a bit humid today. And the sun isn't even out in full force. Yeah, as I keep saying, very tough to get a shot with all these huge boulders, but I think tomorrow is going to be the day that I give it a shot. All right, just down here a little bit further, that's where the two rivers join up. Whew, very refreshing. Now the conditions are changing a little bit, a little less sunlight or even light for shooting, so I think I'll get dressed, see what I can find now on my way back up. See if I can get a couple of half-decent shots. Just doing a quick exploration of, I'll call it river number 2, as opposed to river number 1 where I was just bathing. And there's more nice little cascades. It's kind of interesting up through there, which is probably hard for you to see. But yeah, it looks like plenty of exploring to do tomorrow. Here we go, another neat little cascade. Beautiful flowers on the side to the left there. Looks like another challenge to get a good composition. Oh, here's one of those pointy trees that really hurt if you rub up against them. I did that 5 days ago. And right over in the other side, river number 1, the other waterfall. This guy will go shoot right now. You can barely see the other waterfall through there, so again, there has to be more drops. Unless that is a huge long drop, but yeah, it's that's gonna be fun too. I'm gonna start my shots right at this angle here, and then I'm going to right down to that little pool there and see if I can get a half decent shot, even though there's a lot of obstructions from down there. I'm gonna get the funk out of here. You can't hear it over the roar of the waterfall, but there's loud thunder. I saw a pitchfork lightning, and you might notice it's gotten a lot darker since I was recording just 5 minutes ago. I got a couple shots here, but probably about 4 to 5, so I've got an hour. I've got lots of light to get back, but I do have an hour walk to get back to the town, and so I'm gonna skedaddle, get out of this beautiful place. I'm actually hoping it does rain overnight for a little bit more water. Imagine how nice that would be if all that was filled in there with water. And the other upper waterfalls, they look like they're lacking a little bit too. So a little bit of rain tonight would be awesome. And hopefully have another day like today tomorrow. And if we do, I will be back and I'll just continue on at the vlog there. I know what a bunch of you were thinking. Oh yeah, sure, it's gonna rain. You're just being dramatic. I hadn't even left the river yet. And here we go, it's pouring rain. So it's probably gonna be the way it is the whole way back. I hope I'm wrong though, but I might be getting a little bit wet even though I have an umbrella. But this is par for the course pretty much every day here. One thing among many that I love about Colombia though is even when it's raining, I'm still in a shirt and shorts and I'm not cold. Now if I got super wet, if I got drenched, then with this breeze, which is a bit unusual actually, that might be another story. I might be start shivering then, but if I stay dry, I'm okay, or reasonably dry. ¿Cuántas esposas?
Una.
Solo una. Ah, bueno.
Yo si quiere le vendo una finca.
¿Venden qué?
Si quiere le vendo una finca.
¿Una finca?
Sí.
Sí.
Para que se venga a vivir.
¿Cuánto es por una finca en esta área? Más o menos.
Toca mirarla.